It is now time for me to have a chat with the only diamond-selling dancehall artist in music history, the Grammy Award-winning, more than one to, international recording artist, Shaggy. What's up, bro?
Give thanks.
Yeah.
Wagwan, General.
Yes, man. Everything good, man. Everything good. It's an honor to have you here having a chat with us here on 98.1 The One, bro. Big respect.
Respect, man. Respect.
Yes, man. You're there in your home studio. You were blowing up something just now, or some new tunes, or what?
Well, always I do no tune, man. We'll work always I go on. We have 2 rooms over here, so you know. So we just use that one, right now for some, because I got to talk to you. So I say this is a little vacant, so let me use this one. You know?
Bless up, man. Thanks again. First off, things are as bad in the world now, but how did the pandemic affect you and your business last year and year before? First question.
I mean, I think it affects me like how it affects everybody else, you know. But it really gave me an opportunity, one, to be a little bit closer to my family, two, to really tap into my craft. It gave me a lot of time to think about how I wanted to move forward outside of the pandemic once everything was up, and gave me a chance to really cook up some ideas. You know, throughout the pandemic, we did a lot of music. You know, we had quite a lot of success through it because we had a Banana, which was over 2 billion streams.
2 billion, not even million, billion. Wow. 2
billion streams, yeah. And we did, we also did the Shaggy 2020 Hot Shot, Greatest Hits. And we did got the Spices album, go down there. We also had a Super Bowl with me at the time too. And of course, just made a whole bunch of songs, you know, and, this was one of these songs that were made within that time. I would be just waiting to put it out because last year was really about Spice, so I didn't put any music out last year. I just kind of left everything open that Spice could really just do, and we just really, everything was about Operation Spice and promoting her and
which definitely worked.
Really worked.
Really
Recording in progress.
Yeah, putting all our efforts in, you know.
Nice. Now, you've had many hits, but a lot of people have forgotten which song was your first hit. So please remind them, which song was your first hit?
First hit, I would say, is probably a tune called Mampy, produced by the Tanya label. That was
Hot This Year Rhythm.
On the Hot This Year.
That's the first. I played a lot of, we call it all that now here. I played a lot of all dance also. That's what I play a lot. That Hot This Year Rhythm. A big tune, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, man. But when I read your bio, I saw Old Carolina, but they were, I guess, talking about
internationally.
Yes.
Internationally, as far as the world internationally being introduced to Shaggy, Old Carolina would have been that song. But as far as we as Caribbean people, you know me from Mampy and Big Up and All Virgin and those kind of songs. You know.
Now, reading your bio, I was so impressed. But unfortunately, you've achieved so many things. I can't list all of them. That would take the whole night. You understand? Yes. So people make sure, Google Shaggy. And some people, they know you're big, but they don't really understand how many things you have achieved in this business. So people, after this interview, don't turn off. You're ready for 98.1. Just Google Shaggy and read some of your achievements. You'll see what I'm talking about. Real talk, a real legend. All right? Now, you mentioned Gadon there. Whose idea was it for you to collab with Spice and Sean Paul? Whose idea was that?
Well, you know what? As far as the collaboration was concerned, it was really Spike. You go down, there was a song that was my song by myself. I had that, and we had it sitting down for about 3-4 years. It's been here. Just one of the many songs that we have just sitting down. And when we were doing Spice's album, we know we needed a solid single, and I had played that song for her, and she just loved it.
Nice.
Yeah, I say, yo, if you want, I can switch up the words them to really kind of fit you. And she was like, yeah, we did it. And we had it as, when we switch up the word, and it was her idea to say, yo, let's link Sean. And I was like, yeah, sure. And she called Sean, and Sean heard, I went to go visit him, me and her and him. And him listened to the tune, and I said, yo, this bad. And by the next day, he gave us a verse.
No, I was playing a song, and my stepson, 14 years old, told me, there's a song that I like a lot, right? He doesn't really listen to a lot of dancehall, you know. You understand? He's more into hip hop and pop, etc. And he said there's this song I don't know.
Yeah,
the name.
like most young kids are like that these days.
Correct.
That's why we have to get dancehall back out again so them can get into it.
I agree.
And them could get back to them culture, you know.
It's true. So he was like, there's this song that they love to hear. And then he started to say, go down there, go down. I said, well, yeah, you know that type of tune? He said, well, that one, you see that one song? I love that song, right? So something about that song people, that all types of people love it. No matter what genre of music they love, there's something about that song that just pulls them in, you know? Yeah, man. All right, now,
yeah, man.
I understand you have a radio show. That one surprised me. I didn't know about that. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, I've been working with CirrusXM for years upon that. I used to support them with the joint, you know, when Pat McKay and them used to have the joint. And then the joint, unfortunately, kind of went off air and kind of just went online. And I still think we needed a dancehall presence on CirrusXM, you know. Of course, you have the Marley radio and who plays, you know, but there's a lot of Marley music, a lot more roots music. I wanted more of a dancehall kind of vibe. So, you know, I got in touch with Scott Greenstein, who's the head of CirrusXM, and I had a conversation with him about it. But he's a big reggae lover too, and has been to Jamaica many times. And you know, I just kind of explained that we needed to have that dancehall presence, and I said, why don't you do a show? It's easy, you know. And you know, we made a deal to do it on Fly. Yeah. You know, Fly is a heavy hip hop kind of a station too, so that play a lot of crossover music and has a huge number. And so we say, yeah, you know, so we do it once a week, but it's actually aired 4 times throughout the week also.
Okay.
So it's really a good platform. And you don't hear a lot of Shaggy. You might hear 1 or 2 Shaggy the most. It's majority everybody else's music that I play on.
Okay, yeah, you're humble, so I'm not surprised you do that. You're humble like that. You're not a guy that's going to come and play all of the songs on all your albums or anything like that. For sure. So did it come naturally the first time you went on radio? From the very first time you played on radio, did it come naturally, or was it a different feel from being an artist? Well,
I mean, I'm not as extensive as you guys, or pro as you guys. I just really kind of record like about 4. I think it's 5. You know, 5 little sections that we do, and just make those exciting. And the rest of it is really just music, you know, because the music is the biggest seller of the show. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And in getting the music to people, and you know, we just throw some personality everyone. So yeah, it kind of came natural to me, really.
Nice.
Answer.
For those of you now locking on, this is yours truly, DJ Verseewild on 98.1, the one. We are inside the Turbo Energy Drink Hour and having a chat with the legend himself, Shaggy. That's right. How does it feel though, bro? Yeah. How does it feel not only to be relevant after so many years, but still dominant after so many years? How does it feel?
You know what? If everything about this is it's like a sport. You know what I mean? Like if somebody asked me, when am I going to retire? So retire and do what? Because this is what I do. This is all I do. This is what I love to do. If I was to do this for free, I'd still do it.
Oh, okay.
It feels good to still be relevant. And you know, and I'm having a lot of fun reinventing and representing my craft and my culture.
Yo, Verseewild.
Me no know by Shaggy. Too crazy. Hey.
Kill it. She love the way how me set it, them ask me where me get the road boy style. Me set that running on me family. No show no mercy, no pity, so we like the city. If a guy tells you know it, nah, but be nothing pretty.
Okay, well, we're basically at the end of the interview, and we are at the end of the Turbo Energy Drink Hour. I just have to say thanks so much to Shaggy for taking time from his extremely busy schedule to call in to 98.1. I want to have a chat with yours truly, Versey. I guess it's Shaggy, man. Show us a solid agency team. Sharon, Judy.